Hi again, folks. Okay, we have some news. So we had to do an episode here on Community Generated. I was actually going to do a Franchise Reborn video when there's news about the team, but I've had a few of you already asking me about it. So we'll give a shout out. We'll do it over here at Community Generated and discuss these. Here come the clips. Here's the first one. And Real Deal Prime, any thoughts on Jost? Another first round pickup in the lineup. Yes, it is. And another shout out at the same time. Tyson Jost, good pickup by Wahim Wahe, right? Did I get that right, Wahim? I'm guessing I did. Or it's Yahim Yahweh. I'm going to guess it's Yahim Yahweh. Yeah, I think I got it there. Sorry if I didn't, buddy. You're going to have to let me know. So is it Wahim or Yahim? A or B? Let me know. All right, guys. Yeah, I think it's. I'm gonna show you some clips in a sec, but I think it's a good pickup, and I'll give my reasons why very briefly, guys, because we have a game coming, and I'm gonna be editing this video during the first period now. This is low. It's a low risk. First of all, it's a waiver pickup, so it doesn't cost us anything. Second thing, guys, it's a $2 million cap hit just for 1 year. Okay, just for 1 year. He's RFA next year, so if he goes off, if he just does really okay even with us, guys, and we have the type of team he could, we get value for him. We have his rights now. And the other thing is, this guy was a 10th overall pick in the first round. Centerman, he's 5'11", I believe, right? 187. You know, well, I'll check that in a sec. That's just what I read a second ago, so I'm a little blurry. Okay, so let's look at some clips and we'll talk about it. Okay, there you see Tyson Jost there. There he was. He's 5'11". Yeah, 5'11", 187. He's 24 years old, guys. It's low risk. It's very low risk. He's not 34, he's 24. He was drafted by Colorado in the first round of the 2016 entry draft. And as you can see, his numbers are not outstanding. 354 games, 47 goals, 65 assists, 112 points. And he is a career, oh my goodness, it doesn't say it there. Well, I think he's a career +6, if I'm right. Doesn't say it there. It just doesn't say it. I'm pretty sure he's a +6 in his career, guys. Not that that matters right now. He was on good teams, so of course his plus-minus is going to look better, right? But, you know, like the thing with this, I'm a little excited about it, guys, because we need to do something to our dressing room, okay? And by doing this, instead of trading somebody, it's sending a signal. We're going to trade somebody. That's what it's doing. So let's take a look at the contract. And there you see, Joe Sakic cautiously gave him a bridge deal, 2 years, and with a $2 million cap hit, he made 1.75 in the first year. He's making 2.25 this year. So obviously the Sabres think they got something with this guy. Now, we'll look at some of his numbers. Okay, here we go. Okay, so again, let's look at the bottom row, guys. Okay, career, 7 years, 7th season. He's played 354 games, 47 goals, 65 assists, 112 points. Oh, there it is there. There it is. Okay, he is a +6. He's a +6. I knew I seen that. I thought so. +6. Even strength goals, 37 of those 47 are even strength goals. A little over to the right, 56 of his 65 assists are even strength. So the majority of his points are even strength. Shots, he's had 550 shots in 350 games, 8.5% shooting. It's average. It's not bad. It's not terrible. It's not good. It's just average. Total time on ice, he's averaged 13 minutes a game in his career. 13 minutes, 25 seconds has been his average ice time throughout his career. And let's continue. Face-offs won, here it is, okay? Let's go continue at the bottom. Face-offs won, 597. Face-offs lost, 898. He's not very good on the face-offs, folks, 39.9%. We'll talk about that in a sec, okay? Now, blocks. He has 146. Hits, he has 253. So you can obviously see there is a physical upside to this guy right there. Now, here is the impressive stat that stood out for me. Takeaways, 136. Look at this. Giveaways, only 53. Only 53 giveaways in 354 games. Impressive. That's impressive. Now, if we gave up a first round for him, I'd be saying, why did we give up a first rounder for this guy? But we didn't, guys. We got him for free, okay? Let's look at the playoff numbers. Okay, in 5 years of the playoffs, 46 games played, 6 goals, 4 assists, 10 points, a -3. Even strength goals, 5 of his 6 goals were even strength. 1 was on the power play. He had 74 shots in those 46 games. Again, 8.1%. He was 8.5 career, so he was doing his thing when he'd have the puck, about the same percentage. Face-offs, 97. Again, face-offs lost, 144. His face-off percentage was 39.9 before. In the playoffs, 40.2, a slight better, not much. Blocks, he had 19. Hits, he had 51 in 46 games. Good numbers there. And again, guys, a very impressive 20 takeaways and 14 giveaways. So he seems to be very responsible two-way. That's the first thing I can tell you with him. And if you look at his reputation with the fans online, for me, guys, sometimes the fans do speak properly. And I went and looked at some videos with Tyson Jost, and you could see that the Colorado fans, there was no hate on this guy. There was no hate on him. There wasn't. It wasn't like, oh yeah, thank God we got rid of him. They were wishing him well when he went over to Minnesota and, you know, kind of thing. Now, everybody's talking, okay, is it going to be because we're going to trade Mittelstadt out and things like, I don't think so, guys. I think what we're going to do is we're going to put him on the 4th line. This is just a guess with Girgensons and Okposo. That's just a guess, and I think Sheehan will be transferred back down to the Amerks. Even though Sheehan's excellent at taking faceoffs, I still think that this guy's more, you know, he's younger, he's a first rounder that's 24 years old. There's too much upside, potential upside to this guy. So, but let's take a look. We're going to do a chart here, and we'll compare his numbers to Mittelstadt, just so we have an idea what we're looking at here. Here we go. Okay, Jost is on the top, obviously. So if you take a look, it's funny, eh? If you look, his first 6 games in the NHL, he had 1 goal. In his first 6 games and no assists, and Mittelstadt had in 6 games he had 1 goal, 4 assists. But anyway, let's go down to the 6 years and 7 years again. Mittelstadt has 37 goals in 212 games, and Jost has 47 goals in 354 games. Not much of a difference, right? Really, it's not much of a difference. I didn't divide it, but I'm sure Mittelstadt has an edge there. Then 90 points career for Mittelstadt, 112 for Jost. Very similar, right? But this is a little different here. There's more bite to Jost. You see 131 penalty minutes. Mittelstadt has 32. Even strength goals, kind of the same thing if we look at the breakdown of this. But what I want to do is get a little more over to the right, okay, guys? And let's look at the faceoffs. Career Mittelstadt on the faceoffs is 45.3. Jost is 39.9. Both of them there are not our saviors on the faceoff. They're just not. So we'll move on from there. Now, here's where the numbers come in for me that I'm looking at. Blocks. Jost has 146. Mittelstadt has 51. Of course, Mittelstadt's played, don't forget, over 100 less games. Hits. He has 253 hits, Jost, whereas Mittelstadt has 79. That stands out for me, guys. This guy is much more physical than Mittelstadt is. I'll tell you right now. I don't even have to see him in a Sabres jersey. Those numbers don't lie. They just don't lie. Especially when he was on a Colorado team. Keep this in mind. He was on a Colorado team that was dead last in hitting year after year after year. And he had all those hits. Let's keep that in mind. Okay, takeaways and giveaways, he's like a plus 80, plus 83. Whereas Mittelstadt in his takeaways and giveaways is a minus 23. So you can break it down any way you want. It's up to you guys how you want to break it down. The way I break this down, guys, I don't think he's here to take Mittelstadt's job. I don't. But I do think he's here to let Mittelstadt know that, if I'm in the same boat as you, Casey. I was drafted high in the first round. And the thing is, just because you haven't had to live my life where I've been put on waivers doesn't mean it won't happen to you one day. You know what I mean? So Casey Mittelstadt, if anything, this should wake him up a bit. It should wake him up a bit, hopefully. And if you look at Mittelstadt, though, I want to point out, though, Mittelstadt's career shooting percentage. I'll just tell you it. No point putting the clips back up. 11.2. It's good. It's good, guys. I was impressed when I see Mittelstadt's shooting percentage of his career. It's good. It's very good. 11.2. whereas Jost is 8.5. You're looking at similar numbers. You're looking at a similar story, if you want the truth. You're looking at different type of player, though, okay? This guy is more of a two-way forward than Mittelstadt is. That's the difference. The numbers probably favor Mittelstadt offensively a little better, but this guy is more of a responsible guy defensively. Look at it that way and kind of figure it out from there. That's just my take, though. That's not, you know, I'm not like an NHL expert of any sort, guys. I'm just giving you my take on it. He ran out of time in Colorado, and Minnesota obviously is, they're so tight to the cap over there. For them, it made sense to clear $2 million also. It did. So that's that. I mean, obviously, Minnesota, I don't think cared if he got picked up, obviously, you know, or he wouldn't have been put on waivers, I'm guessing. So that's that, guys. I will talk to you guys after the game. I'll get this video up so you have it maybe in the second period intermission or something. See you tonight, guys.